Thursday, October 5th. So just have SPY up here. Pull up the 4-hour chart, just like yesterday. See, we did this big downtrend still. So big downtrend, 4-hour chart on SPY for the past 3 weeks still. And we have some levels marked off on the chart. We have some daily lines, some daily pivots, and an imbalance or two. Yellow lines are daily lines, blue lines are daily pivots, and we have a little imbalance fill here left over from pre-market. So not much going on as far as imbalance fills close to where price action's trading right now. We did have this one right here yesterday, but I went ahead and took it off the chart because it was filled this morning. So we had this one left over from yesterday, and as you can see, pre-market here and close yesterday's market pretty much filled that imbalance. We rejected off the top of that twice, and we're kind of just chopping around here at this daily pivot right now. So I'm going to take that one back off since we already filled that. And as far as imbalances, we really only have this little one, small one right here that's created pre-market. So as always, we're going to be watching these daily lines, pivots, and imbalances, watching for reactions off of these levels, and see if we can find some good entries today. So the market is open in 15 seconds. I'm just going to be watching this level right here, this 425.43. This was the high that was put in from yesterday, and it also happened to be that imbalance fill from a couple days ago. This imbalance fill up here. So I'm going to be watching this level closely. I'm going to be watching this daily line right above it as well as this pivot. We have this little imbalance fill here that has since been filled, so I'm going to go ahead and take that one off the chart. And I'm going to be watching the volume profile, these lines, see how the price action reacts around these levels, and hopefully we can get some good entries. All right, so none of my levels have really hit so far. I'm just watching price action, watching this volume profile over to the right. So we had this little area of consolidation on the chart, and we broke through it, and then broke through it a second time, and then sort of came back up here and retested that, and are continuing to sell off right now. So I'm kind of just looking for a short entry at this point. We are obviously downtrending on the short-term time frame as well as a long-term time frame. So looking for a nice short entry. I would like to see one of these volume nodes get retested for a short entry, and I will just be taking a small size off of that and possibly adding to it if the price action justifies the trade. So I'm just going to draw a little ellipse here on that volume node, looking for maybe a retest of that volume node, and then maybe take some puts off of that. All right, so that volume node did not work as an entry. So I'm going to take a small position there, just 5 contracts. Looks like this is stalling right up here, and we are close to that daily level. Might look to add if we dip back below this little swing low right here. My stop's pretty much going to be at break even at this point. So I just took those off at this swing low right here just to lock in that profit. So the idea behind that trade is basically just watching price action. I mean, we're obviously stalling out at this daily pivot quite a bit. I thought for a minute there we would come up and fill this imbalance that was left on the 15-second chart from way back here. But obviously it didn't fill it completely. We did basically have a higher wick at this candle, a big upper wick, and then sold back off below this daily pivot, consolidated for a little bit, almost reached it right there, and then this is where I began to think that this is going to stall out. And this also did form a lower high as well. So the lower high entry, again, like I mentioned in the past, are the entries that I do like to take, just because they do offer a entry and a stop out all in the same time, so there's no guesswork. And I was contemplating adding down here at the break of this swing low, but then I noticed all this consolidation over here, and as I stated in previous videos, normally, not always, when there's areas of consolidation, price action tends to chop around at it, especially if there's heavy volume, and then either makes a move up or down from there. So I didn't want to get caught in that potential chop right there at this area of consolidation. So only 5 contracts traded on that one, but I ended up getting about 20 cents per contract for a profit of around $100, as you can see in the bottom right there. So could have added, but didn't really feel confident, like I said, with all this consolidation over here, so that's why I chose not to. And usually, typically, the exits are always hard for me. I usually like to exit in areas of consolidation as well, so that's why I just took them all off right there. So nice little $100 trade. Had to wait a little over an hour for it, but most of the time, patience pays off. None of my levels really hit during the open. We didn't really get any lower highs in any of the levels, so I just decided to be patient and then wait for that good entry, and as you can see, it paid off. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. As always, I'll answer everything that I see. Leave a like if you enjoy the content. I am trying to grow this channel, so the likes do help. And then, of course, consider subscribing if you want to see future videos and notifications of those as well. And we'll see you next time.